Hey everyone, in this session we're gonna draw the picture here. It's a simple panorama, but we're gonna use it for our next sessions. And let's start. First, here we see in this picture we see a blue sky, we see a cloud, and we see green field as well as the windmill over here. And of course, you see the how big the canvas is. We can start by drawing the canvas, and size of the canvas, as usual, we're gonna make it 500 by 500. Now we're gonna have a canvas 500 by 500, and we're gonna specify that we need a green field. So I'm gonna put comment over here, green field, and we're gonna need cloud, and finally we're gonna draw windmill, and it consists of the tower as well as the fan. Okay, there you go. We start with the green field. Actually it starts with the background over here, and as you see, the background over here is sky blue, so we're gonna put background, which is 135, 206, and 250. And if you run this, now you're gonna have a blue sky canvas. And next we're gonna draw the green field. As you see, we need to have a rectangle that starts from 0, the x of it, and the height over here is 350, and the width of the field is the width, and the height of it is 150 because we have 500 as the height over here. For the color, you need to put, I'll put 34, 139, and 34. So if I run this, now I have blue sky and green field. But then how are we gonna get rid of this line, these lines over here? In processing, we have a command called no stroke, which basically will get rid of all the strokes as long as we put over here, as long as it's under the command no stroke. So if you run it, now the stroke is gone. And next we're gonna draw the cloud. As you see here, how many ellipses are we gonna use to draw the cloud? We need 3 ellipses, as you see. If you so we will start with drawing one of them, ellipse. Put 100, 100, and 50, and 50. Oops, it's a green, and we don't want our cloud. We want a white cloud, so we need to put 255 inside the fill. Okay, we got very nice white cloud. White moon is still, so we need to add 2 more so that it becomes cloud. And we need to add 1 more ellipse. You see here, between the first ellipse and the second ellipse, they intersect each other. So in other words, for the second one, we can add a partial partial of the width. Instead, if we put, for example, if we put 50, then we're gonna see two ellipses separately. But if we want to make them intersect, we need to add less than 50. In this case, I'm gonna add 25. So now you see this. Then lastly, for the cloud, we're gonna add 25 and 25, which is 50. Now there you go, you got a cloud. Very nice. Then we're gonna draw the windmill. First, we want to draw the tower. You see the tower here is a triangle, basically. It's a triangle, which it starts from, I suppose this is 400 point. So I would say the syntax is triangle. It receives, as you see here in the console log, it receives 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It requires 6 parameters. So you can put 400, 400. After that, so here you just move the x, which is 430 and 400. And last one, we move it up, but then it reduced the x. Basically in the middle of 400 and 430, which is 415, and it goes all the way up here, which is half of the canvas, which is 250. So if you run it, there you go, you got the tower done. And now you want to draw the fan. Okay, first of all, the fan here, the color of it is gray, so we want to fill it with more or less 150. Although you can color it lastly. Actually, you can color it lastly. You can just draw, focus on the fan first. You can draw the triangle. It starts with the center, which is basically 415 and 250. After that, you take 415 deducted by 25 because you want to be here, as well as 250 deducted with 25. So we got this point over here. After that, we want to move 5 over here, which is, we need to reduce 25 with 5 and add 250 minus 25 with 5. I hope you understand what I'm trying to tell you. So now we get this point, and now we're trying to connect it to this point, which is basically, you just need to copy that, paste it over there, and change it instead. Instead, you move, you add the x with 5, but you reduce the y with 5. And if you run it, there you go, you get the first one. And with the same method, you do the same, and you get the other 3, which basically I already did. With the same method, you do it, and now you get 4 of them. Then let's color the fan. Fill 150. And now you get the windmill, the cloud, as well as the field and the blue sky. And we're gonna use this for our next session. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next time.